Hi, my name is Juan Rocha and I'm a researcher at the Stockholm Resilience Center. Today, I will be introducing the project Marine Arctic Resilience, Adaptations and Transformations, or MARAT for short. It's a project that recently got funding from the Belmont Forum to support a group of scientists based in Sweden, Canada, and the US. The Arctic is changing faster than any other place in the planet. Recent NASA observations records that the Arctic sea ice is decreasing, both in area and extent, but also the age of sea ice that we see today is not as old as it used to be. Some scientists believe that ecological thresholds have been transpassed and we will be witnessing future regime shifts in marine and terrestrial ecosystems. That brings the question, how can Arctic communities respond to the social and ecological challenges? Will they adapt and continue with their traditional livelihoods or transform towards new social ecological configurations? The aim of this project is assessing changes in Arctic marine environments, as well as the adaptive and transformative capacity that coastal communities have to deal with these changes. Our work is organized around 4 working packages. Susan Niraren from the Stockholm Resilience Center will be leading work on modeling the response of marine food webs to climate and fishing pressures. She will be using food web models that take into account size, structure, and functional groups like phytoplankton and see whether trophical scale dynamics emerge from the simulations. She will be looking at what are the impacts on primary productivity on the ocean and therefore also their impacts on fishing. Our second working group will be led by Jens Sebastian Moore and Marianne Falardeau. We will be assessing the social ecological implications of changing marine food webs in the case of Arctic shark in the Nunavut area of Canada. They will be looking at the stomach contents of this species and trying to identify whether food web preference has been occurring. They will be trying to develop metrics for species resilience to these changes in food webs and develop future scenarios by co-producing knowledge with hunter and trapper organizations, fisheries cooperatives, and Inuit elders. Therefore, they will be trying to merge or integrate indigenous local knowledge with scientific knowledge to better inform adaptive co-management strategies. In our third working package, Kevin Berry, an economist from the University of Alaska Anchorage, will be exploring the dynamics of salmon in Alaska. It's a very interesting case because salmon migrates every year from the rivers to the ocean, and after spending a number of years in the ocean, they migrate back for reproducing. In Alaska, this fishery is especially profitable, and given the remoteness, the risks, and the profitability, many people in the industry tend to overstock the domestic salmon of these rivers. By doing so, they might be eroding genetic erosion, and with that genetic diversity, the adaptations that wild salmon have to cope with a wide range of conditions, post-climatic, but also to deal with disease. So Kevin will be building bioeconomic models to test the theory of the second best and study the market failure that the system is prone to. On the fourth working package, led by me, we'll be developing tools for assessing adaptive and transformative capacities in Arctic communities. This working package will be building on work already done on the Arctic Resilience Report, where they document which communities seems to be having resilience in terms of the livelihoods they have to different changes in ecosystems and social pressures. We will explore some of the hypotheses that the Arctic Resilience Reports proposed. One of them was that knowledge sharing between communities that confront similar challenges is important, and also the higher diversity of livelihoods will increase adaptive and transformative capacity. We will test this hypothesis by expanding the sample to more than 25 cases and reconstructing communication networks between communities by using social media. We will also develop theoretical models that include biological and social diversity to target adaptations from a social evolutionary perspective. So in summary, our project will assess the change of marine food webs in the Arctic through genetic models. These results will be then applied to 2 case studies, one with Arctic shark in Nunavut and salmon in Alaska. And we will also try to understand how communities are communicating, adapting, and transforming to these challenges throughout the Arctic. Besides the people that I already introduced, most of them are early career researchers. Our work will be supported by the advice of Ann-Sofi Klepan, Elena Brennan, and Karen Peterson, who will be our scientific advisory board. We will be also collaborating with hunter and trappers organizations, fishing cooperatives, Inuit elders, the Departments of Fisheries and Oceans Canada, and the ICES, International Council for the Exploration of the Seas. With that, I would like to say thank you for your patience. If you are interested in our project, please visit our website or drop me an email if you have any additional questions. Thanks a lot.